Go live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All right, let me click go live over here. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, there it goes. It already sent out the reminder.
I do see that.
Plans to go live. Oh, it did it 5 hours.
I'm trying to do something here because it's
YouTube's on.
Is it on?
Yep.
Okay.
We're live.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the actual. I might cancel the Instagram because I clicked go live on it and it didn't do nothing. It just was like, nope.
Not today.
I guess I had it up too long.
Oh.
And it just was like, yeah, it timed out on me. So, well, we wasn't getting too many people jumping on Instagram as of yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna leave it as it is.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Is it showing we on? What'd you look at? YouTube.
We are on. I'm actually on YouTube. Yes.
You on YouTube? Okay. All right. Let me check the Facebooks real quick, and then I'm going to check on. What's the last thing we got to check on, Kim? TikTok.
Yeah.
You know how to check TikTok?
I sure did.
Okay. It say we live on TikTok.
Let me check us out real quick. See what we doing.
All right. I can see us on Facebook.
Oh, we're live on TikTok.
All right. Sound good. Yep. Look good on Facebook.
Looking good.
All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to share this out to my people. Hopefully we can get some people to join us and chat with us, have a good conversation with us like we always do.
Yep.
All right. Let me get back to my regular profile here. And there it is right there. Let me share this right quick. Had my good friend Shasta call me today.
Ooh.
And he was talking about the show.
Okay.
Give me some pointers on what we can do to make it better.
Okay.
And that's a beautiful thing.
All right.
So I just shared that out.
Okay.
All right. Kim. Did you share too?
I'm working on that now. I was in the middle of a text on a
what?
post on Instagram.
Oh, really?
And then you said that, so.
What was the post on Instagram?
Oh no, I was gonna post that we're going live.
Oh yeah, Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram timed out on me. I tried to prepare in advance.
Yeah.
And have everything set up for that. And I guess you have a time limit. Well, it'll just,
Yeah.
You got to do it as soon as you get in here.
Now, are we
What's
actually
up?
live on YouTube?
You know what?
I mean, not YouTube, but Facebook.
Yeah. What's up, DJ Moon? What's good? Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right here.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
When I say we good, girl. Now, come on. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. All right, you ready to get it going?
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. What's up, people? Welcome to Quit for What? The Hangout. I'm Ramon Jamal.
And I'm Kimberly.
We got Kim is in the building.
Yes.
And, we go live every Tuesday from 8 to 9.
Yes.
And we're here to do just that.
That's why we're here.
Like always. You know what I'm saying?
We don't quit and we don't stop.
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's it. We know we play background music, but we need our own.
Yes.
We do got a little something that I do once I repost the show, just like a little intro and stuff like that. So we got our little jam, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always come up with a lot of ideas.
Some jingles and whatnot.
But they get shot down.
Ain't nobody say, see, you know what?
They just shut my idea down.
Listen. If you already got something in place, you understand, and you ain't even put that out there yet that much, you roll with that first.
Right,
and then, you know what I'm saying, if you want to redo it later on down the line, we got it going. We ready for
so
it.
many ideas.
You know what, y'all? Here we go. It's my good friend, Kim.
I'm going to get my ideas out.
She's going to get it popping. I'll feel it. But yeah, y'all, thanks for joining. I actually posted something that what's wrong?
No.
You
Sorry.
just messed me up, girl. What you doing?
I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. It just came out.
It's
loud.
all good. It's all good. So yeah, I just posted something that I feel like we can talk about.
Okay.
But before we go into that, it's a couple things. And I'll probably talk about this more when people join us, is the layout that we have now. We're doing this vertical thing. If y'all like the vertical or the side by side, the landscape, like we're doing in the past. I just want to make sure that we're giving the people what they want.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, so we're trying this out. So let us know, y'all, if y'all like it this way, or should we go back to the landscape mode? All right. And before we get into this conversation, how was your weekend, Kim?
My weekend? Mine?
Yes, sure.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Like I told you, my son is back home now.
Okay.
And now he's taking up a little bit of slack.
Now he's
especially not necessarily slacking in the kitchen for me.
Okay.
Because I've been doing the diet and everything, but I
Right.
will admit, it is so nice to come home and your kid like, Mom, I made dinner.
Okay. So he helping you, not getting on your nerves.
No, not getting on my nerves.
Okay,
but just more or less helping.
Okay.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough though.
Well, there's some things that we could do some improvements on, but one step at a time. But he's like, Mom, I've been on my own for a while and I've been doing this for a long time.
Okay.
I said, well, what's a long time? I said, you only been on your own for a little while.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to have, to come home and dinner's already done. And,
right.
you don't have to think about it. So for the most part, my weekend was great.
Okay.
No complaints. How about yours?
Well, y'all know me, and it is what it is. And I'm always trying to improve things. I bought a new computer for editing purposes, because if anybody knows about Macs, I was using a Mac Mini, and for editing and whatnot, that wasn't doing what I wanted to do as far as speed wise.
Okay.
Right. So, you do your edits and then you got to render it. So it's like processing it and getting it out. But it was giving me issues. So I had to upgrade.
Is it the processor that needed to be faster or?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. So I had an M1 Mac. So that's the M1 processors. So I think those are. Now I got an M2, but it's a Mac Studio, so it's built for. So it's a bigger system, has bigger, better components on the inside. So it's faster. You know. So I don't know all the the ins and outs of the what's in it, but I just know it's faster.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So so I was able to get that, and I hooked that up. Yeah. But that was fun for me. You know what I'm saying?
That Mac Studio is definitely really nice. When I used to work, when I lived in Columbus, and it didn't last long for me because I was like, it's just way too much for me to be learning here.
Oh, yeah?
But I did work temporarily for a company that did the, so for Apple products, they did the troubleshooting.
Okay.
So that's what we did, troubleshoot for Apple products. It wasn't bad, but I learned a lot of cool stuff. And man, they got the best PowerPoint program.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's called PowerPoint, but it is amazing. Like I love it.
Yeah, they all got their, what they call it, proprietary.
I liked it way better than Microsoft PowerPoint.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really dope.
I wouldn't know what it was called because
I can't think of it, but you Mac
somebody
users
out there. No, right. Somebody out there.
Somebody knows.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got that going. But another thing happened too. This was on Monday. I was able to go and do a shoot for a doctor's office in Cleveland.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. That was my first time outside of the studio in like a, corporate setting. Yeah. And setting up and doing that.
How was that?
It was cool. It was
different.
I was a little nervous, right? So that's why I got these topics here: how to become more confident in 8 powerful ways. Because things could, especially big opportunities come your way.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? Your confidence might not be where you would like for it to be.
So why don't you tell us
Mhm.
and the listeners, like what were some of the things that you did to kind of overcome, that challenge that you
Yeah.
faced? Like what helped?
Really, prayer
Mm-hmm.
for sure. That's the first thing. But then, I pushed myself. I just, like, this is what I want to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you push yourself through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't give time for that to set in, that fear to set in.
Right.
You just keep moving.
It's like it's almost like if you don't act on it now, the more you start to think about it, the more you talking yourself out, you psyching yourself up, and versus you just doing it. And that's one of the things that I did learn too as I got older. Instead of constantly just thinking about it, sometimes it's not even always thinking about it. It's just do it, regardless of the outcome. It's like, how will you ever know unless you do it? So
you just made me think of somebody said, "Do it ugly."
Yeah. I put the little video I posted of me working out. I said it ain't always pretty.
That's it.
But it's worth it in the end because with your accomplishments, everything that you set out to accomplish, is better than trying to be cute. Because at the end, it's like, oh, now I'm the bombshell. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth it. Just push through it, like you said.
That's it. And then I just wanted to bring this up too before we get into these. I'm not saying no names. I love everybody. I love you. But somebody called me an overachiever.
Oh.
And I looked into that because I'm like,
did you Google it?
I knew what it was, but I just wanted to get somebody else's take on being called an overachiever. So this video popped up.
Okay.
And it was like, what's the opposite of an overachiever? An underachiever? What are we doing? Why is that a problem?
Right.
Being someone who wants to achieve more.
Right.
Right? As long as it makes you happy.
I wouldn't call you an overachiever to me.
Okay.
I would say more or less I wouldn't say overachiever. I probably would say more like, I wouldn't even say you don't fit that category.
You don't think so? Okay, well, somebody called me that.
Yeah,
and go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say everybody, got their own opinions, but I've never, I wouldn't say that.
Well, within this video, it was overachiever and workaholic. So she mentioned that too. And it's like, why is that an issue? You know what I'm saying?
A workaholic, maybe.
How?
Maybe.
I want to, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, if a person is doing what they enjoy and it's making them happy and they feel fulfilled by doing this, where's the issue? Unless they are, burning themselves out and getting sick because they're trying to do so much.
I mean, I know people that are workaholics, especially like depends on what you do. Like I have a friend now. I mean, they don't never sit down.
But are they happy?
It's kind of hard to tell because they're never sitting still. I will say this: I've never seen them down before. I never seen them upset about anything because they're constantly on the go, and always when I talk to them, they're always on a positive note. They never talk about anything that went wrong or happened, or it's always everything's good. Yeah. So you wouldn't really, some people you just don't know, but for the most part, they always, it never changed. They have the same across the board.
So that's, again, like I said, to me, it's like they're happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel right when I don't feel like I accomplished something in the day.
Then too, some people, especially, I won't say just guys, but some people, you're right. Like for instance, and I'll give you an example. If you know anybody that lives in the DC, Baltimore, or Maryland period, those people don't sleep.
You silly man. You gonna narrow it down to an area. They don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
Everybody else be sleeping,
but
but
one of the things that I admire about them is so many go-getters.
Yeah.
And they about their business.
Okay.
At least the people I know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
To
and
see that.
I'm sure it's people all over the world.
Well, yeah, but I'm
right.
just saying that specific
just what you
area that I'm
experienced.
aware of,
Right. What you experienced.
the way that I see the people work, their work ethics.
Yeah.
They have, most of them have, well, I'm going to say most of them, but most of the people I know, not only do they have a job, but they have businesses. Not a business, but businesses. So they stay grinding.
Okay. So would you consider them to be workaholics?
Yeah, well, I would say yeah, because I don't think a workaholic is a bad thing. Like you said, if you enjoy what you do, then you love working. You love doing what you're doing. I mean, you could be doing something so simple, but you get paid for it. Does that make you a workaholic? And it's mad simple, but you making money? That doesn't make you a workaholic. That's making you somebody who's utilizing their time. I could sit here and watch TV all day, but why do that when I could be productive?
Yeah.
But I do understand that sometimes people do talk about being a workaholic because when do you have time to spend? When do you take time out for yourself?
Yeah.
Pay attention to, you.
Yeah. And I mean, that I fit that in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's not an issue with me. Even though some people will still call it work, I enjoy my aquariums.
Yep.
I had
Still
9.
working.
Now I'm down to 7 of them. I'm condensing them, but still,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it, and I sit and it's relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. But I think even like some of the stuff that we talked about is kind of, they touch on this in the confidence aspect as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna get into this. All
Okay.
right. I see we got a few people watching. Thank y'all for joining.
Hey.
Jump in here, y'all. Let us know what you think, about what we're talking about. All right. So Kim, this is how to become more confident in 8 powerful ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at this music just kicked in. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So first we have to define what is confidence, right? And this article was actually on Indeed. All right. So, I guess it's thinking about, building confidence and trying to get a certain position or a certain opportunity, whatever it is, in your business. We need to, be confident. If we're trying to sell something or provide a service, we can't show up like, will you buy this from me?
Mm-hmm.
We got to show up like, hey, I have a product and I feel like this will actually, help you, assist you in your pain points. You know what I'm saying? And I'm confident that this is what you need to get the job done.
Right.
Right. So anyway, let's get into it. So what is confidence? So this says confidence is an individual's trust in themselves and their ability to succeed. Confident people tend to create their own happiness. Right. So that's something that you mentioned about, being a person being happy that's doing, the things that they want to do. Okay. They're proud of their accomplishments because they know they have worked hard. All right. They tend to speak with conviction and do not usually doubt themselves. If they are unsure of something, they are not afraid to ask for help and learn from someone with more expertise. Confident people understand that taking on too many tasks can be stressful and know how to say no with assurance. Okay. They take time to listen to others as this gives them a chance to learn something new. Confidence is an important skill to have, not only in your personal life, but also in your career. All right. So what does this sound like to you? This to me sounds like it's something that can be learned, because even with doing this video stuff, I got videos I can show you right now where I was not confident in doing this, but had to keep going.
But that's like same as people say, trial and error. You're going to have good ones and you're going to have the bad ones, but like you've always said, you keep going. We're not quitting, right?
That's right.
So whether if it's good or bad, as long as we still doing it and you still love it, but there's always going to be times where you be like, oh, I could have did this. I could have did that. We going to automatically critique ourselves just because, we want to be the best at, be the best version of ourselves and doing whatever it is that we're doing.
Right. Right.
So I think self-critique is the best.
Yeah.
Especially in building your self-confidence too. Just critiquing on things that you could do or what you can improve and better. Self-confidence isn't just about appearance. It could be your mental state.
Oh, that's where it started at. That's it's in your head.
Yeah, and even in the stuff that we do in your career, it could be a number of different things. So.
Yeah. And I see my dude G Code just jumped on. He said you got to go through it to get to it.
Yeah.
I know that's right, G Code. And just like this said, learning from someone with more expertise. You know what I'm saying? So even if you make a mistake or you don't know something, even confident people like, shoot, I'm here to learn too. You know what I'm saying? I think being confident but not arrogant.
Yeah.
It's two, you know what I mean?
Two different.
You got to be able to,
people.
yeah. So that kind of talks about this as well. Now, this next section though is kind of, it says what can cause a lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's some touching things in here when you think about it, right? So here we go. It says, what can cause a lack of confidence? Many things can contribute to a person's lack of confidence. Family life, things they may have experienced in their childhood, and other life experiences tend to play a role in shaping an individual's confidence, right? Genetics can affect an individual's confidence as well. For example, a person with a low amount of serotonin and oxytocin due to genetics can cause feelings of low confidence. Your temperament may also play a part in your level of confidence. Naturally, cautious people tend to be more unsure of themselves and the decisions they make. In some cases, a lack of confidence is caused by bullying or trauma. Confident people are happier in life and more successful at work, so it's important to find ways to boost your confidence. So like I said, it's some touching things in there because think about your upbringing, you know what I'm saying, your surroundings, your family dynamics, and then it touched on, different chemicals in your body, stuff like that.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, it made me think about, one of the things that it's real easy to become deficient in is vitamin D. And you'd be surprised at how much it plays such a huge part in not just your physical or your, but your how you feel. A lot of people who become depressed, I know when my son was, they gave him vitamin D to help. And he needed to get more sun, be more in the sun to kind of bring him out of, a shell a little bit. And, because it's so easy your self-esteem drops. Being in the house, like even people experienced a lot of that during COVID.
COVID. Yeah.
Just being stuck in the house all the time. Sometimes I know one of the things that I did during COVID, I got out and walked.
Right.
I loved it in the morning when the sun was coming up, but right before the sun came up, it felt good. You felt great. And it does make you feel different and go about your day differently.
Yeah. We got LaRonda in the building.
Hey, LaRonda.
Thanks for joining, LaRonda. LaRonda here has said, confidence and humility go hand in hand. Yes. Got it. You could be confident, but be humble too, because they say pride is before a crash or a fall. All right. So my guy G Code just said he went through depression and anxiety during COVID. So like you said, I mean that's a real thing, and I know, like you said, even like being out in the sun, like there's some people that like even with like the time change can affect you. You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. So, like I said, a lot of things, are out of our control. It even talked about bullying or trauma, right? But it also still says that it's important to find ways to boost your confidence. So there is a solution in a sense, right? So you can combat it, right?
Right.
So let's get into some of the ways that you can do that, right? How to become more confident. Here are 8 tips for becoming a more confident person. I don't know if we're gonna get through all 8 of them,
Okay.
but we're gonna do our best. Maybe like we did last time.
Do
to
we
be
half and
to be
half?
continued.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see. Y'all keep on chiming in though with us, okay? All right. So the first one is be proud of the small things.
Mm-hmm.
Those with confidence believe in their goals. On your journey to achieving greater confidence, come up with a goal or several small goals. Use a journal to write down these goals and track your progress. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small they might seem. For example, you may be a single parent who wants to obtain a specific career. The first step toward obtaining that career is finding a reliable child care provider. Once you find one, celebrate that goal. Every accomplishment you have will build your confidence in yourself and your abilities.
I agree.
You agree? You agree? Okay.
Oh, and also too, another thing that can help, if you're a visual person, doing vision boards. They work. They really work. The vision boards, you put everything the goals that you want to accomplish, and every time you accomplish one, either tear it off or put a check mark next to it. Just so, and like I said, you do want to celebrate. And I just had this conversation with someone.
Yeah.
It's not always about the big goals. We talked about this before. A lot of people are worried about getting to the destination instead of focusing on the process.
Yeah, the journey.
And trusting the process. If you trust the process, you'll get to the final destination, but you got to go through the process. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with this. It's still, a process. So
and recognizing and celebrating the small wins
Yep.
can help you build your confidence. Like you said, a vision board, something visual, and just check it off each time and celebrate that you're moving towards it. And then we always talk about the final destination. It's never a final destination, Kim.
Oh, no, it's never a final destination. But I'm just saying, people worry about, I got to get here.
Right.
But how do you plan on getting there is the question.
Yeah. All right. So we got another comment from LaRonda here. LaRonda said you need, let me see, you need to, or limitations, but I think you're going to finish that. I think she kind of just got the first line out and might have saying before. We'll come back to it. She said, oops. It's all good, LaRonda. We glad you are here. Okay. Yes, we are glad you are here. But yeah, and I think it said write stuff down, and I'm horrible at writing stuff down.
Yep, that's very important.
Yeah, and I got this little journal thing that's supposed to help you with writing stuff down and tracking it through the year, and it wasn't cheap either, but
Sticky notes help too. Just words around the house. Just stick them wherever you go to kind of help you remind yourself of how valuable you are.
Right.
It does. It helps. You look over like, yeah, you know what? I am great.
Right. There
I'm
you go.
amazing.
There you go. Right. LaRonda, we still want to hear your comment, all right? So hopefully you can still post it for us. But yeah, even, talking about, the first step towards obtaining, the person who was trying to reach out for a certain career, but was a single mom. It's like the first thing was, find a reliable child care provider, because it's like, okay, so you're reaching out for this opportunity and then you get it and you don't got nobody to watch your kid. Then then you feeling stuck and scrambling and you know what I mean?
Putting all your ducks in order.
Yeah. So it start with something that could get in the way of
you got
that thing.
Child care. You got to worry about transportation. You got to worry about how am I going to put gas in there,
What I'm going to eat. No.
Right. All those things play a factor in it, but those are small goals. Okay, bet now I got the transportation taken care of.
Yeah.
Got the child care taken care of. It's looking really good about this new job, you know? So it does, those small little accomplishments.
Yep. Celebrate them. All right, y'all. So let's go on to the number 2. All right. It says, do not judge others. Judging others tends to mean that they have something you are lacking. Rather than judging someone, try to find what makes them special and find ways to encourage them. Every person has a gift that makes them unique that they can offer the world. Consider that the person you are going to judge might also lack confidence, and a compliment from you may help them feel more confident.
Yep.
Okay. Don't hate, celebrate. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Pay it forward. And give somebody a compliment. It don't cost you nothing.
Right. It really don't.
You know?
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good. It helps you. You know, paying someone else a compliment can help you build your own.
That's what that's exactly what it's saying.
You know?
Yeah. And yeah, it talks about it, you know, encouraging them. But the part, just the beginning of this, judging others tends to mean that they have something you are lacking. You know, so think it just about.
That's a true statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because okay, for instance, I'll give you an example. I'm not saying no names.
Don't say no names.
But I just remember junior high school. A couple girls I went to school with, they had long hair, and those girls always seemed to get into fights. That's an example. Okay. But it was more or less that some of the people that they, you know, got into a fight with were more or less didn't like them because they had long hair.
Okay. So they were lacking long hair.
They may be lacking long hair.
So we gonna fight. I'm gonna rip yours out because I ain't got it.
I don't like you because you don't, you know, I don't. You know,
that's crazy.
Or you know, even back in the day, clothes. Some kid may not have, you know, or parents may not be able to afford the things that they want, you know, so they'll take it from someone else or be mean or bullying.
Yeah,
bullying someone, you know, because they don't have.
Right.
You know, there's a number of different things.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Let me see here. I thought somebody else said something on TikTok, but you talked about, you know, taking stuff from people, and I'm just gonna put this out there. Just recently, I was thinking about. I had this really nice backpack I bought. It was one of those sling bags, and it was leather. And I'm gonna say it. It was at I went to Firestone. I was at Firestone, and I left it on the bench. I came back and wasn't nothing there but my books.
Yeah.
They took my books out. They was like, we don't want these. We just want your bag.
My son had his coat stolen.
Look, so whoever
phone
took my bag.
Yeah. Nice bag and coats and stuff. You'd be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, let's get back on track. Okay. All right, so let's go to number 3. All right, number 3 is learn to say no. Telling people no can be healthy, especially if it's something that you do not want to be a part of. You do not have to help your best friend move if you already have plans with your children. You do not have to feel guilty about telling someone you cannot make it to an outing or a potluck because you want to rest on your day off. Learn to say no to things you do not want to do with confidence, and avoid using phrases like, I will think about it, or I will get back to you.
I'm guilty.
What you guilty of, Kim?
It's not exactly saying no.
All of them. No,
so I get to beat around the bush, you know, answer, you know what? Let me check. I'm not sure, but let me check. I might be able to, knowing good and well.
See, there's something that's it. You can work on it.
I know, right? Just saying no and being a no person. I want to be a no person.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Look, you can't make it, man. If you can't make it, don't fake it.
And then I feel bad, and I'd be like, oh well, you know, try to stretch myself out and do it.
Yeah,
but no.
I'm gonna tell you, me going over this just today. I was asked about, you know, going to something, and it was like immediately, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it.
Yeah.
You know, because I knew that I had something to do. Yeah, so let's get it together, Kim. That's what we're here to do. Motivate, educate, and inspire. I got your back.
Yep.
Next time somebody...
I'm gonna be a no person.
That's it. They ask you, like, hold on, give me 1 second and call me. And I'm like, tell them no, Kim. Do it.
Can I say no?
Do it. No, I got your back.
I say no. Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah. So anyway, that's another point for building confidence. You know, being able to say no. Yeah, sticking to it. All right. So that was number 3. All right. Let's go to number 4.
Okay.
And this says speak up. Okay. Got to be able to
speak.
Speak up. You know, so that's just like saying no. You got to speak up.
Yeah.
All right. Confident people are not afraid to speak up and make their opinions known. If they have something valuable to share, they do so with confidence. They are not afraid to be wrong and see input from others as an opportunity to learn. Be confident about your opinions and don't take being wrong about something personal. Instead, use feedback as a way to improve.
Ooh.
Queen B is in the building. How you doing? I think that's my sister, I believe.
Hey, Queen Bee.
All right, go ahead. What you think, Kim?
Okay, so I'm somewhat guilty of that too. But I also do. I don't mind constructive criticism.
Yeah.
My response may not always be what people want, but I always think that constructive criticism, you can always learn from it. It's not always something that should be taken personal. It's usually provided so that you can, it's given so that you could correct or maybe improve upon things that you're doing, whether it be something at work or at home or wherever. It's usually, I look at it as something I can improve upon, or I can take their advice and, dwell on it, see what areas I feel like I could improve upon and use it or utilize it. Or you just don't do nothing about it. Just two options.
Right, right. So yeah, this confident people are able to, speak up with confidence, but also able to be corrected. Take feedback and learn from it. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
No,
well, I'm just saying, think about that, because you learned and that could build your confidence for next time. It's like, okay, now I know. So that's giving me more ammunition to be confident in whatever it is.
Right. Have you ever heard someone ask you, are you teachable?
Yes.
That's one of those things too.
You got to be teachable.
You got to be teachable. If you can't be the person always giving and not be able to receive.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay to just, it was in a quote. Yeah. It was okay to listen.
Yeah. I remember it.
It was something like that. Okay. Yeah. But it was something like that. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
To sit down and listen.
That's how you learn.
Exactly. They give me the feedback.
That's my sister. Hey, sister, in the building. Yeah. Thanks for joining. All right. So LaRonda got a comment here. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen. It says, you can preach about it because you just got a rewarding honor. Proud of you. You need people in your corner to cheer you on. You may not have had confidence in the beginning, but what you have now, you can share with others. So they'll grasp hold of the quality you share.
That's a great comment, LaRonda.
Yeah. That's it, y'all. So, just like we here to motivate, educate, and inspire. We don't know everything, like we always say.
No.
But we are here to build each other up in whatever way we can, right?
Right.
So, even, sharing wins, but also letting everybody else know that they can do it too. You know what I'm saying? We got your back.
Right.
Everybody.
And honestly, I wouldn't even be, it's good to celebrate the wins, but also share the challenges you face.
That's it. Share it all.
Because the challenges you faced, someone else who's trying to build their confidence because they may have faced those same challenges. It's good to share that, because you never know who that might actually help or even remind you when you're in a situation and you start to feel a certain type of way. It's a reminder, as, I can do this. I got this.
That's right. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Share it all.
Yeah, share it.
We need to hear it. I think my sister is still on Queen Bee Creations, right? She does print work, like T-shirts and mugs, and I think she do pillows and all kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, she's still on. So I'm pretty sure that she went through ups and downs, trials and errors, you know what I mean? But she's still going.
Exactly.
So we going to definitely get her on Quit for What.
Yeah,
I'm putting
definitely.
it out there because she ain't quit. She's still going.
Okay. Now, if this is your brother, he ain't going to let you quit.
That's it, y'all. We got to keep it going.
He going to look at you like, quit for what?
Quit for what? What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, we're not doing that.
She said, that's right. All right, let's go to number 5, which we was just talking about as well. Take time to listen. Listening to others gives you a chance to learn new things, especially from those who are more experienced. It allows you to gain knowledge and learn new skills that can help improve your confidence levels. By actively listening and paying attention to others, you can have more productive and rewarding interactions. Right?
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
You're like, yep, that's it. No,
That's it.
That's it.
That's it right there.
Mic drop. Nah, but yeah, y'all. I think that, let me see, it actively listening and paying attention to others. You know what I'm saying? You know how people talk about, you know, in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
I think too, that could also play a part in like somebody like possibly being arrogant, sitting there and just in one ear and out the other because they feel like they know it all.
Everything. Yep.
Right. You know.
And those I typically just cut it short.
Yeah. So actively listening and paying attention to others. And, you know, I would even say, even somebody you think that might not have as much experience as you, you can pick up
right.
some points that you can use, right? So we need to share with each other,
right?
Regardless of age or how long a person been in a certain position or whatever.
Yeah.
They could have just started at this new job that you got, but they see something that you don't because you done been in it for so long. You don't see it, but they can, you know, help improve what it is.
Especially, you know how you go on a job interview and they say, well, you know, ask questions on a job interview. You ask your boss questions about their position or their job. So it's not to ask questions just to be asking them. It's asking them because you're trying to, you know, fill out, you know, these are people you're going to be working with, you know, a number of different things like, oh, well, especially if they tell you they started in the same position you're in, it's good to listen and hear what they went through. They may even tell you some of the challenges that they had and how they overcame the challenges, you know, which would explain why they're in the position that they're in. And if you listen, you could do the same thing. Yeah.
And it'll help you to be confident coming in if they telling you some stuff, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's giving you more tools to use in order to do the job or whatever it is.
It just helps. It helps knowing that they worked their way up. It wasn't, you know, when you're trying to build yourself and you're trying to get somewhere and you're like, you know, I always wanted to become an asset to the company, you know, however that may be, but you got to learn a lot of stuff along the way. You may know the basics, but there's so much to learn because every company is not ran the same. So, you know, it's good to know that someone else started where you are. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
And are open to sharing those things with you. So I know, you know, we're talking about in the workplace, but even, you know, we mostly talk about, you know, entrepreneurship, pursuing passions here. Just really, again, being able to listen actively and paying attention to someone who's in a space or a position or a place that you want to be in. Yeah. Right. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here. Something else just popped in my head. I know when we first jumped on, I talked about me having an opportunity to do a shoot at a doctor's office in Cleveland, and it was one little thing that because I used two cameras and I tried to have them both set the same. There's one little setting I'm like, oh, I didn't set it exactly. And when I got home, it was just eating me alive, right? I'm like, man, but it seems like it's been all right because I looked at everything looked good, and I ain't heard nothing back, so we good. But the thing is, I jumped on YouTube, you know, like my YouTube University, and there was a video of a guy who's done work for National Geographics and all this stuff, and he shared his story about his ups and downs, and that video was just about the mistakes that you will make, because he said that there was somebody on the set that was the A cam operator, so the main person, and they got hurt or something. So they called him in. He was the B cam operator. So they called him in to be the head person because that person got hurt. So he started talking to the people like, yeah, they brought me in because I don't make mistakes. Dude was like, no, dude, you're going to make mistakes.
There's your arrogance.
And he just started talking about the mistakes that he made. And he like, bro, you're gonna make mistakes. But he said when some mistakes he made, he was like, this is the end of my career, but it wasn't the end of his career, right? So again, listening can help build your confidence.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're going to make mistakes and how this person worked through it.
Right.
You know, so that helped me. Just want to throw that out there, y'all. That was just an experience.
Oh, no. It's like, it's funny you said that when you was like, oh, I had to backtrack. It made me think about something I listened to today. Usually I'm at work and I always try to find something that I can find as inspirational to listen to.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times I'm listening to stuff and I can hear it, but I don't always catch it. So sometimes go on repeat. And so this video just kept repeating, and I don't know who the young man was, but I just remember listening to what he was saying. And he said that how he made like 18,000 over, I guess, but he did it because he listened to something someone said, and they just used a couple of words, and he said it kept replaying instantly. He said, I thought about that, and he said, this is how I became successful. I went back to something someone said, and it was very few words, but it was what they said that allowed him to become successful. And that's how he did it. Because he was an active listener. And it stayed with him. And that's how he did it.
There you go. There you go. Even if you got to go back to it and listen to it over and over again.
Yep.
Right? Hey, Tierra.
Oh, hey, Tierra.
Yeah. My sister said, that's me. My sister said, that's me, and it will eat at me, but they will love it. Yeah, that's it, sis.
Yeah.
Things get to us, and we just got to keep pushing, pushing. You just made me thinking too, the video, you said it was the video that helped me get through what I just experienced. The guy was talking to somebody else about him wanting to do this, that, and the other in photography. And he was in a car with somebody that was well known, like high up in photography. And the guy just said a few words, and he was like, that was it. You know what he said? Just get better.
Yeah. And I tell you something old, something that we talked about many years ago, and it's still a lot of why I have not gotten to where I wanted to be is because of my confidence level. But one thing was record yourself. Just talk about anything and record yourself, and then listen back to see how you sound. That helps too. Yeah.
Helps you to know that if you sound convincing or confident.
Confident could just be your tone. Yeah. You know, your tone, you may, but I could use a better tone. Or, a couple other things, but you're actively listening to yourself and you're critiquing yourself. What can I do better? Okay, I could do that better. Let me see if there's something on YouTube University that can help show me how to, know.
Right. Hey, listen, us doing this podcasting thing, me going back and watching them first videos, like I said, I've been messing around with this since 2010, 2011. And, I can look back, and I think I know I still do it here, but I said 34,000 times, and that can make you come across as like,
It's funny you said that, because I listen for that sometimes too. This is the weirdest thing. You guys ever
look at me. No, it's all right. Like I said, we gonna still do it. Okay, it's gonna still do it. But
about to do it again.
You got it.
The newspaper.
Yes.
You ever scroll through and then you see somebody will post something with an article and it's misspelled?
Oh yeah.
You be like, Look. And they act like they get on us and we supposed to have it together, but this is a big newspaper. Listen, how you gonna have these kind of typos?
That just happened the other day. I promise you. It was an article, and it was from a news outlet, and I forget what it said, but it was the headline too. Yeah, it was the headline, and it was a misspelling, misspelled, a wrong word used.
Yeah, I'm like, how y'all missed this?
But again, it, going off track a little bit, but that's trying to be first, speeding. Yeah, trying to be the first to get this news out here, and you know. But it does.
But it actually goes. It does go with this.
That's what I'm about to say. It does, because it's like everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. And that
can
goes
help.
right back to what you said. Oh, I ain't gonna make no mistake.
Yeah, right. Yep. Helps you build confidence and knowing nobody's perfect. It don't matter who it is. Mistakes are going to be made.
Slow down.
Yeah, and slow down. That too. All right, so let's go. We on number 6.
All right.
We might
make it.
get through this. We got about 9 minutes, y'all. All right. Believe in your cause. That's number 6. Confident people tend to stick to their beliefs and opinions, even if they feel unsure. If you are confident, optimistic, and believe in your cause, others are likely to follow suit. For example, if you believe a change is needed for you and your coworkers, speak on behalf of them and do so with confidence. People are more likely to listen to your ideas and what you have to say when you express them with conviction. Okay. You got something to say about that? Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, LaRonda made a comment here. I know this might be pertaining to something previously, but let's see here. All right. LaRonda said, everyone must be quick to listen. Yep. Slow to speak, slow to anger. James 1:19. Listen, y'all, the Bible is where it's at.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it'll be so many things that we touch on, and it's right there.
Yep.
It's telling you how to be a good person and make it through the tough times and all that, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's beneficial. Thank you, LaRonda, for that for sure. So I'm gonna go to this again. Sticking to your beliefs and opinions, even if you feel unsure. For this one, I guess it kind of makes me think about the whole speaking up thing, because you do have to, speak up in order to learn as well, right? So,
especially if it's something you don't understand, don't just listen.
Right. But
ask questions.
Yeah, but it says, stick to your beliefs and opinions. So if you got beliefs and opinions, you're going to speak up about those things, but again, being able to listen if somebody corrects you on that, right?
Right.
And then it talks about if you are confident, optimistic, and believe in your cause, others are likely to follow suit. That's understandable, right?
Right. So,
and I would say that's how people become leaders in situations. That's how, in an organization, they start looking to this certain person because they the ones that are speaking up, but they're speaking up in confidence.
Right.
So they become,
right.
leaders and everything.
And that would make sense, because if you're somebody who's not afraid to speak up, people are going to gravitate to you more because you're outspoken. You're not afraid to say something or say what's on your mind, so they're going to gravitate to you a little bit more.
Right. And like I said, this one right here, I think it kind of needs to bring in those other parts too. Okay. Cause I'm like, sticking to your beliefs and opinions, even if you feel unsure, I guess I don't know. That kind of threw me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I would say sticking to your beliefs and opinions. So if you believe one thing to be one way, then that's the way you need to do it, unless you're proven that it's not that way.
Right. But I'm thinking to myself, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, this one threw me a little bit. If I have a belief and opinion and I believe that, why would you feel unsure?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You might believe it, but there may have been some things that kind of be like, what? Well, you know how you be like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, but
I don't know if I really believe it at that point. But again, I think still
they're just saying do it anyway.
Do it anyway because again, you can learn from it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I think that should still be in here, right?
I think the unsure might be like a what if, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
What if?
But it also talks about, for example, if you believe a change is needed for you and your coworkers, speak on behalf of them and do so with confidence. So another thing, I think is just say, speak to them about whatever it is and then speak up for them. But because I don't think, I think it should have just had a little bit more in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to just go and speak on
I just go start speaking
on
for
behalf
people
of
like I don't really know what you did, but
right.
I'm not sure I would.
Yeah. So,
But talking to them, yeah, I can do
yeah,
that.
you want to. Again, I'm adding things to this because you want to speak to them and get on the same page, and then it's like, okay, you be the one to go and talk about whatever it is.
Right. If they're willing to listen, and you got to know the type of person you dealing with too, because they may not always be receptive to, as we stated, that constructive criticism.
And my sister said maybe speaking on it after speaking to them. Yeah. So I'm just saying,
that would be the right way.
This is an article. Everything has been good, but again, I don't want to say something and encourage people to just go speak on behalf of, you know what I mean?
Right.
You got to talk to them.
I would talk to him first. Like your sister said, talk to him first. And then if at the end of the conversation, you feel confident enough to speak about it.
With conviction.
Right. Then so be it. But
just wanted to, like I said, I broke that into there because some of that didn't sit well.
I get it.
Hold on now. No. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead to number 7.
Okay.
And it speaks on a little bit of what we're saying. Accept that it's okay to be wrong. All right. People with confidence are not afraid to be wrong. Instead, they view being wrong as an opportunity to learn from their mistakes. When they are wrong about something or a mistake has been made, confident people tend to hold themselves accountable and find ways to improve for the future. Accept that everyone, even the most confident of people, can be wrong at times.
I have to agree with that. I've seen people who was wrong, but they were so confident. And I guess in this situation, it wouldn't matter. It does matter that they were wrong, but it doesn't matter because their confidence stood out more than anything. Like they were making a case, stating their case that this is what it was and this is how it is. And there's nothing that you could tell me. So not only did they prove, try to say what they needed to say with conviction, but they weren't trying to hear anything anybody else had to say. No suggestions.
But that's not good then.
Yeah. I know a few people that are like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's again. So you saying that, this is saying that only true confident people are able to listen and make changes when they're wrong and when they make mistakes.
Right.
So again, going back to the arrogance thing, I would think that's more of being arrogant over confident.
Yeah.
Y'all help me if I'm wrong. Let me know if you're still with us. Because you know what I'm saying? Because this is stating that truly confident people listen. They make changes when they make mistakes. And
they don't
everything.
have a problem with people giving their opinion.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's an opinion.
Right.
It's up to you if
take
you take it or leave. Exactly. Apply it or not apply it.
Here we go. LaRonda says, so true. Learning from mistakes with confidence. Right. And LaRonda, you saying that really, if you think about it, learning from your mistakes with confidence, it's like to know that, or knowing that everybody makes mistakes regardless of their education level or whatever it may be. Everybody makes mistakes. So that can uphold your confidence because everybody made mistakes instead of letting it weigh you down because you made a mistake. Right?
And I think that's the key thing. People let those mistakes or let something that someone told them weigh them down, and it shouldn't weigh you down.
Right.
All it should be is, hey, you know what? I think if you try it this way, this might actually help. If you take that the wrong way, I'm not sure what to say.
Yeah.
But it should be more or less, okay, well, you know what? That's a good idea. But I do understand that a lot of people don't always don't know how to accept it, and that could come from many different places, and that's a
Mhm.
subject for another day. But it does it affects on how you receive the information that's giving.
Yeah. And my sister said delivery is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yes.
it's how it's said,
Mm-hmm.
if you are going to accept it or not.
Yeah, and some people have to remember that everybody's delivery is not always the same.
Right.
They could have the same intentions, but delivery could be a little different.
Yeah.
One might be harsh, and the other one might be
A little more reserved, but
yeah,
just
exactly.
softer
So,
with it.
softer approach,
Yeah,
right?
softer approach. But check this out though. It might come across crazy or harsh.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we listen to it, but then later on be like, okay, let me think about what they said. Even though
Right. Sometimes that happens.
Look, even though I don't like how they said it,
Mm-hmm.
let's think about what they said. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
yeah, yep. And that's my sister said. So is comprehension. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we actually are at our hour, but we're also at number 8. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish this out. Okay. This last one
All right.
is get exercise.
Mm.
Yeah. So exercise can be a great way to boost your confidence.
Yeah.
Everyone, regardless of their health or fitness levels, can benefit from exercise. Set goals for yourself and keep a journal to track your progress. As you build your strength or achieve other fitness goals, you may improve your confidence in the process. That was number 8, y'all. We made it through.
Yes, we made it.
Yes. So talking about that, right? Exercising. We spoke about me just putting my treadmill together after, when did I get that thing? Was it 2022?
Yeah.
I just put it together.
During COVID.
I just put it together last week, I want to say, or something like that. And I only been on it a couple times, but I was kind of, here's my excuses. I kind of fell a little ill, and so now I'm back on it, and I got to get on it because I know that it'll help me. And like I said, it helps with confidence because I got a little midsection I want to get rid of, and I know that'll help me with my confidence. I won't have to suck it in when I'm out and
It's
about.
hard to suck it in all the time. Some days you just don't want to.
Hey, my sister said, I'll be at the gym at 9 a.m. Let's go, sis.
I know that's right.
Let's go. Yeah. Motivation. I love it. I love it. So, yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I just want to put this out here real quick.
Let's do it.
For anybody that is following me, knows that I've been doing this weight loss thing. So we have a challenge that's jumping off February 1st. And wish me luck.
You got it.
But yeah, so I'm really, really amped and excited for it. It's going from February 1st to February 29th. And there's a $300 prize at the end.
Look at that.
Yes. So I need to get
Look
them
at that.
coins.
That's it, y'all.
But yeah, so it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'll do like a little, I don't know. I'll do like a little journey thing on it.
Let's do it. Yeah, document it. Document it. Yeah, so
I
we
think
can.
that would be really cool.
Yeah, that'll help motivate us.
Yeah.
You see, Taylor Law said, "Yes, sis."
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
My sister said she's gonna text me a pic of her on the treadmill, and she she said, "You got this." All right.
Yep.
She's talking to you.
Oh,
You got
yes.
this.
Thank you.
All right.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
You're gonna win that money, and we're gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna split it with me.
We're gonna figure out how to make that work.
All right. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and.
But I need you to get on that treadmill.
I'm gonna get on the treadmill. I'm gonna get the treadmill for under
if
here.
I'm splitting
under the desk
anything,
here.
you got it. So y'all know.
I got you.
We got to see pictures. We need to see
video, all of
something.
it. I got you. All right, y'all. Listen, thank y'all so much. This was a great show. We greatly appreciate everybody who commented, everybody who shared. Again, y'all, this is for us to motivate, educate, and inspire each other. So we need y'all to put in your input, y'all. We learn from each other, and like we always say, we don't know everything, and if we don't know something, we'll surely find out.
Yes.
Right. Do the best we can. All right. So again, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Quit for what? The Hangout every Tuesday from 8 to 9. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Kim, you good?
Yep.
Okay, y'all. Do what you gotta do to make it happen. Don't give up. Quit for what? Until next time. Peace.